Mac 36, back with you again. We're in the Madden Ultimate Team mode. We're going to go in and do a draft champions draft and pull, going head-to-head draft. This is the for you guys that are beginners, this is the mode on Madden where you can actually go in, you draft a team, starting with a coach. I'll kind of walk you through it for beginners. For guys that have played this before, just kind of give you my perspective on how I try to draft a team and put a team together, what's worked for me in the past and what hasn't worked for me in the past. This is actually where you start out. You click on the draft, and we actually have a team that we have already put together. So I am going to show you this team. This must have been something one of the other guys did, and we didn't play it last weekend. So here's what we got, guys. We got on offense, we did not draft a left tackle. Let me go up here. Did not draft a left tackle. That's one of the guys that they gave us originally. It looks like we got a couple of just plain Jane, maybe mediocre guys in the interior line. When you're drafting your line, usually what I try to do is I don't draft many linemen on offense, but if I do get somebody that I'm going to put on the line, I try to get like a center and a guard, something where I can run up the middle, or like a guard and a tackle. I try to get a couple of guys together to build one side of the line or the other. And in this case, we've actually built the middle of the line. And what we try to do in that circumstance is we try to take the best player, not always the best player available, but we take a player of need. And a lot of times it'll throw you these linemen in there. You may already have somebody, or the guys that they give you with the linemen might not be very good. And so we've taken Chance Warmack, Roll Tide, Chad Lindsay, and Suafalo here in the middle. At tight end, we use the tight end a pretty good bit, so I put a priority on getting a good tight end, or at least getting a tight end better than the one that it gives you in the base set. So Jason Witten, he's not very fast, but he does catch just about everything. So this Jason Witten, we obviously took him. So now we've looked at the line. Let's go down and look at that's the guy that we got with the last pick. I'm pretty sure. I do remember us drafting this team now, so I'm going to change the title on the video because this is a team that we had already drafted. We drafted it last weekend, and it was getting kind of late, so we decided to call it a night and play with them this weekend. So Kaepernick was the guy that we got, toward the end. We like him because he does run a lot. He's pretty mobile, and the quarterback that we had was Fitz. Nothing against Fitz. The Jets need to sign that guy. In case any Jets executives are watching this video or listening to it, go ahead and pay the man. I mean, who are you going to run out there at quarterback? Seriously. Pay the guy. Moving on. Gio Bernard. Gio's not my favorite back because his truck is so low, and I like power backs. But, man, his acceleration, his speed, I mean, we took him because we were thinking if we did get another beast mode back that we could use, then we could throw Gio out there just because we've played with him before, and we could throw him out there and put him in a wide receiver position. So he's a good guy to get because he's versatile. You can put him at either position, and guys that are versatile in these drafts, when they pop up, you can get them because you can move them around depending upon what the draft throws you. Did not get a good fullback. Bear Pasco, we'll take him, but did not get a good fullback in this. And then you can see at receiver, we've got a very good receiver there with Calvin Johnson. Here's another example of a guy being versatile. He's not a fantastic receiver, but he's really, really fast, and we can use him in the return game. So there's the offense. We're going to go over to defense now, and we're going to take a look at those guys. Navarro Bowman, that 87, he's a journeyman, but he's a good player to have. So we took him. Took Barr at left outside linebacker. This guy intercepts a lot of passes, by the way. But we took speed there so that we could rush the passer and then have guys on the edge. And then we took Major Wright just because this guy's got a 91 power, if you'll look down in the lower right. And I like strong safeties that have some pop to them that'll go in there and stick you. Did not get a free safety. This DeCloud, whoops, this Thomas Deku. Some people call him DeCloud. I think it's actually pronounced Deku. He's one of the base players. Okay, let's move on. We're going to go down here to the defensive line. I like to have at least one good defensive lineman that can beat an offensive lineman head up, because what I usually do on defense in draft champions is I pick a defensive lineman and I kind of try to find the weak link at center or guard or even a tackle on the guy that I'm playing's offensive line, because if I can get in the backfield and disrupt him, that's a good strategy to have. So we did pick up this is Dan Williams. He's probably the best 84 in MUT this year. The guy just plays all out. He's just awesome. So I really like him. Took Jerry Hughes over here at right end. His finesse moves are really good. His tackle's really good. His speed. This guy's a player. So we took him, and this is actually the campus hero version of him. Nothing really at left end, just kind of journeyman at the other tackle with Mosley and Bryant, and then we only got one corner that we could pull, but he is a good corner. His catch is really low, so he's not going to pick off many passes, but he is a good cover guy. So we were kind of banking on our offense and hoping that we could put some pressure on with these two guys here. Just briefly touch on the specialist. Gio Bernard's the third down back. He's a 99 third down back. And like I said, we took Jacoby Ford because he is because of his speed. He can play as a return guy, gives us some pop there at return, and also is a speed receiver. So that's why we took him. So versatile guys are good to have. Jacoby Jones is another guy that we got that's a pretty good returner. So guys, just thought we would kind of go through this. One of the tips that I try to give, or I give people, one of the things that I try to do, you're gonna have holes. Okay, they're only giving you 15 guys. There's 22 starting positions, so you're gonna have holes somewhere. So you kind of have to have it in your head what you're gonna do and how you're gonna approach winning. And then you have to realize that the guys that you're playing also have they're going to have some holes in their lineup. So you have to kind of find the matchups, and you have to do it quickly because these games don't last very long. I hope this has been helpful. We'll probably do some gameplay and some things tomorrow. This is Friday evening, and so me and the guys usually get together tomorrow. Kyle's going to be out for a little while with I'll just say an unspecified injury, but he's going to be out for a little while. So John and I are probably going to get together and do some more gameplay, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good videos from that. So anyway, just thought I would chime in with that, and you guys have a great Friday evening and a great weekend. Click on the subscribe button. You'll see it appear in the first few seconds of the video, and the last 20 seconds of each video. You'll see a place where you can click that takes you to our site. Leave comments, subscribe, share the videos, and we appreciate you guys supporting this channel. It's been a lot of fun for us, and is going to continue to be. So you guys have a great night. Thanks.